Welcome back, you guys. Max here with BuiltRight. We are back up north after a fun weekend in Stark, Florida for the Fiesta at the Firm event put on by the Off-Road Revolution at the Florida International Rally and Motorsport Park. There were a ton of sweet builds out there, a bunch of really well-equipped trucks, and we're going to show a few of those with you, so stick around. One of the first trucks we wanted to highlight was Brian's Raptor. This is a red Gen 2. He goes by Dirty Ruby Raptor on Instagram, and he has this thing absolutely loaded with BuiltRight gear. He's got some awesome Baja Designs lights all over it. He's got an RPG tire carrier. He has Off-Road Alliance bed supports, a Turbo Smart blow-off valve. He has a Cobb access port, a goose tune, and he is making some power. This truck is really fun, really capable. He was kind enough to give us a full tour of it. He was really hospitable over the entire weekend, and we're really grateful for that. So shout out again to Brian. You've got a sweet build, and thank you for letting us check it out. The next truck we want to highlight is Chris's truck. This thing is almost fully stocked, to be honest with you. It has a Cobb access port and a tune, and the BuiltRight gear in the bed and on the back of his driver's seat, tech panels, underneath the back of his passenger seats, and that's really it. He gave me a ride along, he gave Maddie a ride along, and he did incredibly well in the race. Actually, he ended up placing second. So he has his gear secured in the bed, nothing is moving around. I got to see that firsthand. He's pushing enough power that out of the gate he was just linking drifts, and we had a great time, and we definitely want to give him a shout out. Also, if you guys didn't see it from last week's episode, I'm going to drop in a couple clips from the ride along that Chris gave Maddie and I. That was quite the experience.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah! That was loose. Nice. Oh, there you go. Oh my God, the foam on the floor.
Thanks for joining me here, BuiltRight. Appreciate your guys' products. Definitely a different truck with it in. It's awesome modular technology that you guys brought to us, and we appreciate it. Thanks.
So check out last week's video if you want to watch more of the ride along, but let's get back to it. Now, we didn't end up getting a ton of footage of Chadwick's Gen 3 Raptor, which also has a lot of our gear, but we'll drop in a few clips of it here. It has a full bedside rack setup, it has a dash mount, and it is very well equipped. It's a lot of fun, and he was using it all weekend to set up the race and to take laps, and it was a true demonstration of a working, fun truck. In addition to Chadwick, Tito and Steve were helping put on this event in addition to a few other guys, and they were using their favorite BuiltRight products to secure their gear for setup and for running the track. That being said, we can't forget about our guy, Bobby Cable. He came through with his awesome Raptor-swapped F-150, and he was working the event significantly. He spent a ton of time out in the field in the sun on Saturday, and he was also sweet enough to give us rides out to the track in his truck. He gave us waters out of his cooler, and he was the one making tacos on the bed of his truck in the video from last week, handing Maddie a tortilla. So he has our bedside racks in his vehicle, securing a fire extinguisher and some other accessories, and he was a huge help for us the entire weekend. So shout out again to you, Bobby. We're looking forward to seeing you next time. Also, a quick shout out to the guys over at KHC Off-Road and Performance. They are kind of local to us, actually, in the New England area. They're in New Jersey. They brought out their awesome Raptor build. It's a Gen 2 Raptor, but it has so much work put into it. It has so much money put into it that this thing is an animal. It's a beast, and they were truly sending it through the course. Shout out to them also for shuttling us out to the track to get video and to get photos of the trucks. They had a sweet golf cart that was basically our ferry. So thank you again to those guys. There were a bunch of other trucks that had our gear in them, but we didn't get to talk to everybody. Chris, Brian, and the other guys were kind enough to give us a tour of their vehicles, give us a ride along, and we really appreciate that. And we'll be definitely going to other tour events in the near future. We had a great time. That being said, really quickly, shout out to the winner's circle. I know we already mentioned Chris. He placed second, but shout out to Brad in that blue TRX, who was absolutely sending it through the course. He came up to the booth and was extremely down to earth and kind, and was really curious about our products and whether we offer them for a Ram, and specifically for his TRX. Of course, we were happy to tell him that we do offer them for his TRX and for Ram 1500s and 2500s. So if that's you and you like to send your truck like Brad does, or you want to send your truck like Brad does, check out our Ram products, check out ways to keep your gear secured in your truck. So shout out to him. He placed first because he just shocked everyone in the stands and set a crazy lap time. So it was incredible, as if he didn't have to drive it back to Texas. So then Chris got second in the stock, almost stock Raptor, and then TORR. His name is TORR, not only the name of the off-road revolution, but TOR. TORR in the Bronco Raptor jumped the living daylights out of that thing. He came out of the gate hot every time, and that he's very proud. That truck is stock. He will tell everyone, my truck is stock, I haven't done anything to it, and it can still beat your truck, even if it's built. And he loves that. And so he got to test it out. He got to put it up against all these other vehicles, whether they were built or stock, and he placed third. And all three of those guys received the sweet metal trophies that Matt created down here. So we had a great time. We love seeing these guys compete and push their trucks to the limit. We love seeing our gear in action, and we can't wait to show you more next time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.